Okay, today we're going to talk about doing mouse pads, and I mean printing on them. And there's a couple different ways to do it. Let's talk about that too. But the first things you're going to need, of course, is your mouse pad blank. And they come in all sorts of different sizes. And some come in heart shapes, all different types of mouse pads. Same kind of material you would do if you were doing a little coaster made out of the same material. But this time we're doing some mouse pads. And these are going to be total custom. I'm going to put a photograph on here of Diamond Head, and it should be nice. And we're going to do a sublimation transfer, which I've already done, and we're going to press that on this mouse pad. Now you can do two different types of transfers. You can use an inkjet transfer and actually do that also. And some of them are cold peel, hot peel. Those work out just fine too. In this case, we're going to be doing the sublimation transfer, and that takes a little longer in the way your press time, but they turn out really nice. So we'll try that out first, but you can try both methods and see which one works best for you. Less time when you're pressing on the transfer paper on hot peel, and then this takes more time with sublimation. So we're going to get to that in just a little bit. Remember, you got your mouse pad, and you'll want 2 sheets of paper. One for the bottom, one for the top, and we'll show you that in a bit. We'll come right back. This is printing mouse pads. So here's our next step on doing the mouse pads. You got a lint roller there. You can lint roll your mouse pad real quick and make sure there's nothing on it. Just it's a quick little process. You can do that, and then you're ready to set the transfer onto your mouse pad. So you can flip it over, lay it out, and tape it, or use some spray mist adhesive, which some people do. Very light if you do that. I don't personally like to do that. I just sort of set it on there. You can use some heat tape, put it where you want it, and then press it. So it's up to you on how you want to handle that. Try it out and see what you want to do. Now it can be total custom. These are custom mouse pads, company names, photographs, text and photographs, anything you want to really do. And so we'll come on back and we'll press this thing and see how it turns out. And this is printing mouse pads. Okay, we're on the final step. I put on my transfer, sublimation transfer, onto the mouse pad. And now you take another piece of paper. This is just protection. So, just take another piece of paper and put it on the top. We'll slide that over the top. And we're going to press it on an Instapress, and we're going to press it for approximately 50 seconds. So I'm not going to show you that. We'll just look at the results after I press it. And with the sublimation, steam comes up a little bit because of the sublimation process. So you don't want to breathe that too much, but that's the only thing about sublimation. It does cause a little bit more of the steam because the sublimation goes into the actual mouse pad. So I've already pressed the mouse pad a little bit, get all that moisture out of it, and now we're going to press it and get this done. We'll be right back. Okay, you can see we're finishing up the pressing. Got about 20 seconds left, but I wanted to tell you something else. And that is, when you're pressing it on, make sure you have good pressure on it, which we do, and then you're going to take off the sublimation paper as soon as possible. So that's what we're going to do, and then we'll take a look at it. So that's coming up next. And here we go. It's going to be about 10 more seconds. Be right back. So there's our completed mouse pad. It looks great. That's all there is to it. And so that's why you use the paper. As you can see, the image was a little bigger, which you want to make the image a little bigger if you want to fill up the whole mouse pad. And what happens is the sublimation will actually go onto the paper around the actual area where you're pressing. As you can see, the paper has some sublimation printing on it. That's why you want to use paper around there. You don't want to just put that onto your press and get that all over this place, because it's not going to come out. So you always use the paper. And so it looks real nice. And that's a sublimation, and you can try doing the regular transfer too. This was on the Ecstatic Productions channel, how to print mouse pads. More information for you. Enjoy printing your mouse pads. You can remember, you got to have a heat press. Don't try it with an iron, it really won't turn out very well. So do the heat press, get a heat press, find them on Craigslist or whatever, get a heat press, and remember 400 degrees, about 50 seconds with sublimation. And if you're using transfer paper, of course there's different instructions for each transfer paper. So think about that too when you're doing mouse pads. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching the Ecstatic Productions channel, and we'll see you next time on the Ecstatic Productions channel. Have a great day.